Hello. So welcome to Death Frontier again. This is the only thing I do on this channel. So I thought I'd do something a little bit more interesting this time around. I don't think I've seen anyone do this just yet, but I think may as well just see how it goes. So what you're seeing on the screen now is on the left hand side of it all, which is here where the pointer is Death Frontier with a brand new account, and on the right, you see here is this, say hi to YouTube. There we go. ChatGPT. So what we're going to do with this one? Well, we're going to try to play the game using ChatGPT's kind of advice on this. So let's just we'll do every recommendation in this. Um, Early on, so farmer best for leveling quickly in the beginning because it gives you 50%. Does it? No, it doesn't. Ah, and just ask him again. What's the best profession for it? So farmer doesn't actually give you that. Just to clarify, it does not allow you to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a second best here, which is soldier. So GPT. So soldier. So it starts with a bunch of stuff minus 20% thing there. But it does ask for. It does say boxer would be one of the best ones and such. Um, um, so soldier. So we'll do that. So let's just skip the intro because we're not going to be using it. Um, so basic weapons, if you don't have a decent weapon like that. So yeah, so basically telling you to stock up and what to scrap and such. So yeah, I have to admit, so far ChatGPT is saying exactly what I would do in this situation. So let me just do exactly that. Let's go to the yard. Scrap the pants. We'll go naked. And I'm going to just quickly double check the vendor, see if that has anything. Um, vendor doesn't really have much I will use here. And that's fine. We don't need to worry about it at all. So, the next thing I am going to do is I'm going to double check something here. Shit. So, I don't really have anything here I can use. Hip pouch, metal scrap, and cloth scrap. So, I'll ask if they should mastercraft anything. So, telling us everything there. Yes, mastercrafting basically simple, but yeah. Why mastercraft early, blah blah. So, we will do that right now. So, what we're going to do is we're going to mastercraft the bit of Tomcat. It's bad. 50 and 335. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell these potato chips and beer. Fucking beer, what? What the fuck? Why is there so much? I have potato chips so much. Jesus. Okay. So with how the food stuff's done now, it is so much money, and we don't have anything we can actually go with here, so that's fine. Um, I'm not going to verify my stuff here, so let me just tell him. That's like crafted. So it says, Tomcat's not really, but okay. Serve your ammo, don't spray. Yep. So by the looks of it, I'm good to go ahead. So I'll go into the city now with this. I'll switch over to DF. What am I actually going to do? Bear with me. Ask. Where should I go? First time being in the city. Train station. Okay. Downtown or mall? Okay, so there's none of these in Dead Frontier. So, only thing that comes up really is downtown. So I think we should go downtown. Where's downtown exactly? That would be down towards... Oh. P13. At least that's what I think it is. So see if we can make our way there. We're going to have some potato chips and such for days here. Okay, well done. We're going to try kill these with penknife instead. And look, that's sucking at ChatGPT, so we'll brace back up. I have my first level up. Should I go back to the outpost or continue? So, consider going back to outpost if you are low healing. And general advice, after you level up, it's usually smart to head back to outpost. So, it's telling me it's best to go back, so that's what I'm going to do. So, got A level, so we actually will use that. It's just like, obviously, just to see how things go. If we get more, we get more. It's not as if it's a big, massive deal. Yeah. Joys. It's game over here. So, with that, so we'll see how we go along this. Level up strength, endurance, agility, accuracy, critical, reloading. I just realised reloading's got a bit of a weirdness to it. Dexterity or survival. I have 5 points from that level up. Do you need my stats? my first. Okay, so let's see. So we'll copy and paste this to make it easier. 30, 35, 25, 35, 25, oh, and 35. 0 and 0. So before we continue this, there is only one right answer on this, and that's agility. So let's see what it says. So for early game, apparently, fuck's sake, 2 in accuracy, 1 for endurance, 1 for reloading, and 1 for critical. Okay. Um. So the information this is taking is not great. That's why should I not invest into me able. Just gonna ask why should I not put in agility? So should I didn't suggest your stats show a focus on range combat. Okay. Agility helps movement and stamina, but doesn't directly increase damage or weapon efficiency. It does a great balance. To balance it in later once your combat stats are solid. Okay. What about machine gun and explosives? Let's see what it says. Fucking hell. Okay. So 3 in rifle and 2 melee. But what I always say, 5 pistol, 5 rifle, 0 rifle, rifle, shotgun, and explosives, 0 machine gun, 10. So still saying 3 in rifle and 2 in melee. Okay, so that's fine. Not really, but we'll work with what we're given here. So we have a mission. Yep. High risk, high reward. Expect a huge hordes of zombies. It's really test your combat skills and gear. Okay. So let me have a look here. Still got nothing here, but we've got a bunch of challenges we can try to do. If we can do it, we'll see. But we've got a few things here. Let's see, anything of interest. Barrel pack could have been good. That could have been fantastic as well, but we're so we won't get it. So I'm just gonna double check to see if anyone's bought my beer yet, or see what's sitting at. There. Oof. Sterry. 666. So we'll just pop it on there. It is 18,500, and we will go from here. So with that being said, we did kind of not get a decent recommendation from ChatGPT. So we will check the vendor, see if there's anything else in here that I could pick up. And there seems to be next to nothing. So that makes things a little bit more interesting. So that means I have to go with that. And should I do it? Should I do the mission? If you're ready, the call is a fantastic way to earn big boost in loot and experience. It's definitely a tough challenge early on. If you want, I can help prepare a loadout and strategy tailored for your current gear. I will. Before we jump in. So, that being said, we're just going to jump straight in. It's to right, that's fine. Within planks we take it because I'll make use of them on our account. This is just one of those gimmicky ones. So we'll see how this goes. Right, sure, we'll take that because that'll get us to what we need it to be. I mean, that extra 2 crit is actually coming in handy, it seems. Right, we take all the ammo we can get. If we can loot a scorpion, we'll be in a better situation. Like, even though the scorpion is actually a semi-decent SMG to have early on. Does free damage, but that's a consistent free damage with little drawback. So, if I look at that, that'd be fantastic. If I can get a baseball bat, I'll swap that out for a penknife, that's for sure. Now bear in mind, this video is going to be longish, but we're not going to have it as long as possible, if that makes sense. We're not here to make a series of this, it's just a few videos, or a video. Especially because we're on an event, it's more of a gimmicky one. But so far, with the information ChatGPT has given us, it's not exactly been the best. Fundamentally, what you want to do when you start a new character is any level until you max it, you put it on agility. Makes you run faster, means your stamina covers better. It's just a lot more of a better thing to grab overall. So if that's for new players, bear that in mind because that is quite important if you ever do want to play this game. Now don't get me wrong, this game has a complete power creep, but it is trying to be normalised into this aspect of replay to have that community again. Now you might be noticing I'm not using the M16 at all, but I will probably use it here because I don't know this mission. It's been a while since I've done it. Kill infected, which it will be easy. I mean, got some teammates on the right there. But what I'm going to do now is, because I've got that there, what I'm going to do is open DF profiler for the map, and we've got an interesting batch of things here. Let me kill these zombies here. I'll see what ChatGPT says. I'm going to go upwards slow. I'm going to save my M16 best I can because it's going to be needed for elsewhere. So that's where I'm going to go there anyways. I need to report to that person, Natasha. There. I have to admit though, I am fairly accurate with pistol so far. That's not unusual, but it is sometimes an issue early on. So let's see if we can loot this body as well. I'm going to use it. Name on me, we can scrap it. Yeah, can you answer me please? Yeah, got one more. Okay, mission complete. So I'm going to get in position so I can do this do exactly what I want to here. So there is 2 sets of bandits, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT if they want me to take them on. Ask him if he should go kill the bandits. That's a big deal apparently. Should you go kill him now? Here's what consider. my ammo, healing items. Oh, just got hit there because I'm not paying attention. Okay, so basically tell me, you could, but you decide first, and that's fine. So, minimize him. So going by your profile, we have two sets of bandits here. One should be obviously other side of where I come from. Okay. So this might take a bit of time, and that's unfortunate because, you know. Okay, we'll take the ammo because we'll make use of it. So because I'm not got enough agility, I'm already, oh for fuck's sake, I'm already out of energy there, so it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the backside to get you from A to B, but we will deal with it. Not my first rodeo dealing with the account, my last either. So this guy is a gunslinger outlaw. So let's see. Oh, he may actually kill me here. Ah. So because this guy is a event one, it might not even be worth doing this. Because we will be sat here for ages, so let's not do him. Let's not do it, because we will be sat here for far too long. As you can see, I did happen a few times and it didn't really go down. So we'll go up one more and kill a bandit here, because it will be a guaranteed mastercraft at least that we can use. And then we'll go down to take on the wasp. It's going to be a flaming zombie anyway, so all fun and games. Take money. So far, would I say ChatGPT has been helpful? Yes, in a sense. So for stat distribution wise, it is one of the worst things you could use. It will not give you the correct information, and it thinks this is actually an MMO, like a fantasy MMO, where putting certain stats does additional damage. But unfortunately, that is not the case. But it does help you start thinking about, do I have enough things for this, this, and this? And it is somewhat helpful in that regard. But the information on that does kind of ruin what it is so far. If it was to be more updated, which I could do, but what's the point? I'm not going to use this account again. This is a gimmick account. I want to learn all this stuff so I can have content, so it's, but, you know. So this is a guy we want in the fight. This guy down quicker than our guy. Yeah. And you notice he's got armor on. I don't. See how this goes, because I'm already getting a good bit of level up here. I'm just going to use my melee because the accuracy isn't actually helping here. But the crit always helps. Oh, that ASMR. Give it a little bit of time. So let's see, and we'll tell ChatGPT what we get. Yeah, let's see. I'll ask him, should we try to use this? Yep. Pretty blah, okay, low speed and such. So, yeah, it says try to use it if you can, so let's do that. It would help if I picked that up, mind you. So, I will be able to use this, but with how the game is now, it will have a little bit of drawback, but I must be level 5 to use it. That's fine. A little bit annoying, but I totally understand it. So, let me get to a better spot so I can open up ChatGPT again. So let's see. I'm unable to equip it due to requirements. Go fight the boss. That's a common snag if you can't equip it yet, because we're requiring your best taking off your current gear. Should I go fight the boss? Yeah. I think with my current gear, it's strong enough. We've got a pistol of 1,000 bullets. We've got a penknife that does okay damage, and we've got some ammo left in our M16. But we need to be aware of don't rush it, and focus on leveling up before we take on the boss, which again is fairly common in most MMOs. So let's go take it on. So on the profiler it says there's one under the outpost, so we're going to need to take a while to get there. And obviously with that, it is going to take a little bit more time. Now don't get me wrong, I would have loved to take on that gunslinger bandit, but I think that would have been too difficult for this level, especially because I don't have like a chainsaw or anything like that, and ChatGPT doesn't, you know, want me to kind of focus on anything specific, it seems. So with this more of a level we're going to get in a set, once we do this, it's going to be interesting to see exactly what ChatGPT will say and tell us to do. Because obviously I'm not telling that every play-by-play that happens, I just want to get yes, no answers from it in terms of what it would recommend. More ammo, take it. We're not using shotguns, but we'll still take it because I'll scrap it or sell it, or whatnot. But so far, accuracy wise, there's been no issues with it. The criticals could be a lot better in that sense, and I think the stuff we can't have already is kind of alright. We're not as if pushed for time, we're not pushed for anything here. We're doing decent at a decent pace. Obviously, like I said earlier, ChatGPT isn't giving the most reliable information, but it's still workable. It's still doing the intended purpose of this video as well. Kinda just a bit of a gimmick going on. So, we will just walk to the left, let this thing spawn in. Now, let me just double check what it is. It should be a weak Eldritch Horror. You can hear it inside here. Let's see. Just one? Yeah. Oh, so I'm actually doing quite a lot of damage with this, Jesus. So a 30% with this is actually really good damage. I mean, look at that. To stun. Yeah, so he's now dead now. I don't remember if these things explode, so that's why I want to do it that way. Now let's see, we'll look at this. White Xylon. So just to show you, I've got this Island vest. It's a decent bit of armor, and equip it as soon as you can. Okay. ChatGPT told me to put it on, so I as well. I mean, not really. In fact, I'm not even gonna put it on, but it says to put it on because obviously it's decent for this, at least this area. Look at the fire poker, so I'll look at that. Pop that there. Close this down. Done with the profiler. So let's continue on. So half the screen is going to be taken up by ChatGPT, and I do apologise. I don't really particularly am fussed with it. Here, some more ammo because we're going to go. Now they're actually going to go back into the outpost, and we're going to just get ChatGPT's idea of what we should be doing now. But we have done that. So, weapon, we're going to just minimize some things here just so it works. Second, this just can't messing up now. Okay, there we go. So, move that over here. So, with that being said, we now are at the outpost. So, um, so I'm asking if anyone ever my stats from earlier. Oh, nope. Endurance is 35. So, at 36. 37. Crit is at 26, and reloading is at 36. So let's see. So should I put my 35 into? What should I put my 35 points into? 10 accuracy, Jesus. Reset. So 10 accuracy, 7 crit. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Endurance, put 8 in. Load 5. Agility 5. Okay. I miss. Yep. Melee 7. Pistol 5. Rifle 3. Shotgun 0. Machine gun 10. And explosives 0. Have 35 points. These stats. How should I do it? So 3 is 20 in rifle, okay. 10 in melee. 5 in pistol. Wait, I've done this wrong somehow. Hold on. 17. 5 in pistol. Rest in here. Okay. Okay, so let's click done. Okay. So nobody's bought my other stuff, and that's fine. So with that being said, I'm going to end it here because there's no point in me continuing from this, as like I said, a gimmicky video. Um, you are automatically equipped with that, so that's one of the things I did want to kind of see here as well. But the only issue is if I was to continue this account, I would need to kind of keep that there anyway. But yeah, with sneeze. But yeah, so from here, what I'm going to recommend is probably just cancelling this. Now, basically, using ChatGPT for this idea can be fun. With some of the information it's given me, like overall, it's not. I understand why it's saying to do A, B, C, D, but it's not a great idea either. So, for example, it's told me to basically focus on a bit of endurance there. Doesn't necessarily need to be done, especially as a soldier class because you're kind of buffed as it is. Agility is your, like, as soon as you make an account, it is your key and should be your first priority to go through. Accuracy isn't exactly important. You kind of always go into melee to start off with, and when you get to level 49 and stuff like that, you do a stat change, which can be done right here. We've upped that, it's quite good. A critical, it would be kind of the next thing, just to make it a bit more easier to use and reload if you're going down to the rifle section. Um, the priority of rifles for proficiencies, that for me is a green light. It is following that system pretty well. I like rifles in this game a lot more than I do mostly any other weapon. Um, so for example, it's not in here, the RX-9 I think it is, or the one that uses the 9mm, that would kind of be my go-to, and that's a decently master crafted shotgun, not gonna lie. So there is some gimmicks to this idea, and I think if ChatGPT would be smarter in terms of understanding the game, it could produce something very good. And honestly, because the stats aren't exactly bad for this early on, however, it can be better and better optimized. But yeah, thank you for everyone that's watched this. I know it's a very long video, but ChatGPT gimmick video. I mean, what's next? Are we going just to have Rebelcop take over the channel? But no, thank you for watching. If you have, please leave a comment saying this ChatGPT thing is cool as shit. And guys, thank you very much. Enjoy your day and goodbye.